Farmers in drought-stricken parts of Victoria are breathing a cautious sigh of relief after steady rain swept across the state. After one of the driest stretches on record, the state's southwest has received a drenching. However, experts say more rain is needed to make any real impact. For more, we're joined by Victorian Farmers Federation President Brett Hosking, live in the state's west. Morning. What does this rain mean for farmers across the state?
Oh, look, it's been a great event, Nat. I guess we've seen some really big falls in those areas that are worst hit, but everyone in the state got a little bit. It's not the end of the drought, but it's the start of that recovery period or that rebuilding period. So this will germinate a bit of pasture. In some cases, it might have got a little bit of water in the dam. So that'll be a huge relief to anybody who's carting water for livestock or even just for their showers and toilets and those sort of things.
Yeah, with the ground so dry, does it sink in or does some of it run off?
No, probably sinks in first and foremost. As the ground gets a bit wetter, we start to see a bit of that runoff that would then flow into catchments and water storages. But yeah, hopefully a lot of it got into the ground. Hopefully we're seeing just in the next week or so that little bit of a green tinge in paddocks. And it's still, I mean, we're in the middle of winter. It's freezing cold. None of us feel like moving much. Plants are no different. So that recovery period in winter is a whole lot longer than it would have been had this rain fallen in autumn. But we will get there. We're probably looking at sort of a 3-month period before we're getting real growth in the paddocks and enough to be able to manage stock on. But this is a great start. So we're very happy.
So what's the biggest issue facing farmers right now?
Oh, look, it is still the drought, without a doubt. It has not gone away. And we're kind of running with two droughts. We've got a rainfall drought. We're also seeing a fodder drought, and it's right across Australia. We've never seen it before, where we've seen low production because of drought. We've seen, big demand for fodder with the drought in Victoria, South Australia, even a bit of Tasmania. And then we've seen these floods in Queensland and northern New South Wales. Every one of those situations has created a demand for fodder, so hay effectively, to the point that we've almost exhausted supplies on the East Coast. And we're sitting here thinking, what do we do next? And farmers, being innovators, are looking at all sorts of solutions right as we speak. OK, well, those of us in the city need to know what's happening out there. We'll keep in contact, Brett. Thank you. Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Here's Shirvo.